Hello everybody and welcome to the today presentation. It's a pleasure to have such a large audience today. My name is Giuseppe Cassano. I'm a Vice President for Sales. I'm also in charge of Romanian and Greek market. And today I would like you to go through our intralogistic solutions which are transforming factories and distribution centers around the world. Let's begin with an introduction of E80 Group, an Italian company. We are very close to Bologna. It's an Italian company with over 40 years of experience around the world. Let's begin with a brief introduction of the company. It's an Italian company, as I said, with over 40 years of experience in automation and material handling. Our story started in 1980, focusing on innovative solutions for food, beverage, and tissue industries. Our headquarters are located in a beautiful valley in Italy, where all our business units collaborate to design, develop, and manufacture and support our integrated factories and distribution centers. This forward-thinking vision was originated by our president, who had a vision more than 40 years ago to automate all the processes and connect production to storage and storage to shipping area. It was a dream of our president, Enrico Grassi, who in the 1990s set out to create a system capable to seamlessly connecting the entire production processes, including warehouse and shipping area. Today, we are proud to be a benchmark in the industry, partnering with, let's say, the major multinationals around the world. But before we deep dive into our solution, let's have a look to our remarkable, let's say, installed base. We transformed more than 450 facilities, installed more than 2,800 robotic systems, and more than 9,000 vehicles around the world. But the number I am ready now to share with you is extremely important and truly conveys the level of responsibility that we have around the world. Our system manage goods worth 1 billion euro every single day. So in addition to our technological achievements, we are also expanded our global network. So we have 15 subsidiaries around the world, from US to Japan, from Australia to Europe. Let's say this is to stay close to our customer. That's why we are expanding to always stay close to our customer. Our network, you see, this is our very broad portfolio. We have several families of LGVs. We can automating the factory or the distribution center from the truck unloading up to the truck loading, and we automate whatever is in the middle. Where others see pallet, we see data. So every mission, every movement in a factory, every transfer of finished good or raw material, let's say, leaves, let's say, valuable information, and let's say, all the data will be very transparent all across the processes in the facility. Our goal is to support companies over long-term solution that adapt dynamically according to the evolution of the market needs. We are proud to say that we can also assist customers with remote support 24/7, ensuring maximum reliability and efficiency, resolving more than 93% of the issues remotely and quickly. But let's start this journey because it's where everything begins. Our expert team analyze your need, analyze your requirement, and then identify critical areas. And let's say, because you know, today experience is not enough to size facility, to size automatic facility. So we have to combine this 40 years of experience with a mathematical approach. So we start with simulation. Our proprietary software allows us to replicate complex systems and simulate months of production in just minutes. And this helps us to explore different scenarios, set KPI, and choose then the scenario which will optimize the layout and start the installation with. This tool, in combination with 3D mapping, because you know, today it's very difficult to get from customers accurate drawings, so we scan the facility, we build a digital twin of your facility in 3 dimensions, and then we simulate, let's say, the design, and this is what is going to happen after the order. Before the order, we deeply study your requirements, and then we find out the optimized solution which will fit with your requirements. This approach ensures we are fully prepared for the next steps, making the entire process more efficient and more effective. Now, to show you how simulation brings all this to real life, let's connect with my colleague Marisa, Head of Business Development. She has very nice power. She can travel across the globe in a blink of the eyes, so she can go from factory to factory and show you all our installations. So Marisa, are you there?
Yes, Beppe, I'm here. Good morning, Giuseppe. Could you hear me well?
Yes, very, very loud, yes.
Good, very good. Very good. So welcome to you and welcome to everybody who is attending this event with you. I'm here today, Giuseppe, to support during this live session with specific contents. And as you were mentioning, simulation is the heart of the consulting phase, is where we bring ideas to life virtually before getting them up and running. Right behind me, you can see a simulation model of a real plant. We built this simulation model using our proprietary simulation software that is called Smart Designer. With this simulation tool, we are able to test different layout options. We can analyze flow peaks, we can explore different storage strategies, and we can also simulate critical events like bottlenecks or contingency, all with an accuracy that leads to a reliability rate over 95% between simulation and real implementation. But let's take a closer look. As you can see here in this clip, this simulation replicates every detail. You can see machine, routes, timings, and also logic. We've tested alternative scenarios, we can verify KPIs, we can validate the best performing configuration. And now, let's take a step forward from virtual planning to real-world execution. Follow me into the plant where everything we simulate is now fully operational. And here I am, Giuseppe, inside the real facility at IPE, a leading Brazilian company in the personal care product industry. We are now exactly in the same area that you saw early in the simulation, where everything we design is now up and running. Thanks to the collaboration with the IPE team, we implement a customized solution to manage the overall intralogistic flows of their distribution center.
So Marisa, thanks a lot. Don't touch the equipment, be safe.
No.
Thanks. No. We will catch up later, but let's have a look now to the layout of a factory. So all these orange spots represent a functionality. So we can go from truck unloading, where we can load, where we can put away ingredients, packaging material, consumables, and then we can automatically transfer those materials to the right line at the right time without errors. And then, let's say, we can have also the replenishment of the lines with materials missing, and so the LGV can supply materials whenever you want. And then we have end of line with robotics, pallet wrapping solution, pallet labeling solution, and then we can put away finished good either into high bay warehouses or into conventional storage like gravity racks, selective racks, VNA, or we can also mix different products on the same pallet in the area we call a picking area. Then we can pre-stage, finish good or picked pallets either in the pre-staging or we can load trucks automatically. The same approach is applied also to distribution center. As you can see, each area is marked with an orange dot and it is dedicated to a specific task, including palletizing, picking, storage and shipping. One of the most important tasks is the automation of the full picking process. Traditional solutions use a lot of conveyors, but in our case, we use your existing racks and we use LGVs, and with automatic solution, we can grab from each aisle, from each pallet, the right product at the right time without errors. We will explore some of these solutions around the world during this live event, but if you would like to dive deeper into the, let's say, what we call chameleon solution to pick pallets directly into the racks, we will be more than happy to answer to your question in the coffee table we have outside and show you more information and more video. But now, let's enter into the factory of the future, starting from the incoming area. This process, as I said, includes the inbound of the empty pallets, inspection of the pallets. We reject all the pallets which are not suitable. We can put away ingredients, packaging material into racks, and then refill lines with those. So let's start with the automatic truck unloading. We have implemented this solution in several plants in the United States, so we can automatically unload goods straight out from the truck. And then I would like to ask Marisa to show you something. So can you fly to one of our plants to show how this becomes reality, Marisa?
Giuseppe, I just arrived here in the Coca-Cola Group plant in South America. As you see, automation here is no longer a futuristic idea, but it's a concrete reality. Look at these LGVs. They take care of the incoming pallet, moving ingredients and packaging material to the storage area, taking excellent care of all the products with incredible precision. All the incoming material can be stored and stacked by our LGV directly on the floor or up to 4 meters height, that's without the use of racks, as you can see, and this ensuring maximum flexibility for processing and storing different type of incoming material.
But Marisa, I see pallets very perfect. They are vertical, they are not leaning out. But what happens if you have delicate products and you cannot do block storage all the time? So what do you propose in these cases?
Yeah, that's right, Giuseppe. It could happen. And in this respect, I would like to take you to Australia, in Melbourne, to the Visi factory, one of the world's leading packaging recycling logistic company. Look, Giuseppe, in this area, LGVs are handle different type of product, avoiding problems associated with load instability or oversize. Here, LGVs store this material to selective racks, avoiding this kind of problem and placing material up to over 6 meter height. And now, Giuseppe, can you guess where I am?
I have some doubt. Let me see. It's written here, Barilla. It's in it.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm in Barilla plant. Barilla is recognized as a worldwide symbol of Italian know-how, and this is also one of our long-standing customers for whom we have deployed a different system with 100 LGVs managing different kind of warehouse configuration, both drive-in and automated crane warehouse. But stay focused on the inbound area. Everybody knows the bad condition may have the empty pallet which arrive from the market. And let's figure out the impact of having a broken pallet which is loading product, for example, at 30 or 40 meters height. This machine is the answer. This machine that we are seeing in action here is called woodpecker, and this system is designed to perform a complete quality check of the empty pallets, thanks to a perfect mix of both mechanical and also a vision system. These both technologies will detect non-conformity and that are very difficult to be identified with a naked eye. Then, all the non-compliant pallet will be removed from the line, preventing any future product damage during the handling and the storage operation.
Brilliant. So we have seen now the first step, incoming goods, automatically handled. So now let's have a look to the other step. So the second step will be to feed packaging material into the line. So Marisa, where are you flying to show this?
Correct, Beppe. I'm flying to United States in one of our most important customers. Where I am now?
I think it's Niagara Water, isn't it?
Yeah, Niagara Water is one of our most important customers, is a larger water producer. We have built with them 33 factories between 2012 and 2023. So at this precise stage of these intralogistic flows, for example, we are taking care of the supply of empty pallet stack to the palletizers. These pallets, as we have seen before, are carefully inspected. In the same way, our LGV fleet will be able to deliver the right product at the right time to the process line, such as all the material needed to complete the primary and secondary packaging of our products. For preform, for example, to closure, from cartons to films, not forget labels.
So it's a lights out operation, so very few people, everything is handled dynamically. But let's now go to the third area, the end of line. Marisa, do you have something to show about that? End of line like palletizers, pallet wrappers?
Sure, Beppe. See for yourself. We are now in the palletizing area of Sant'Anna, one of the Italy's top mineral water producer by volume. This facility runs a 16 bottles line and palletizer up to 2 million bottles a day, thanks to a high-speed, modular end-of-line system designed to meet the specific needs of the beverage industry.
All right, Marisa, so now I put you to a test, okay? Do you have something in the medium speed, let's say, factory segment, food industry? Can you show something in that area specifically, in that kind of, let's say, segment of solutions?
So let me think about it. Please, guys, could you bring me back to Barilla plant? Here I am, Giuseppe. Again, in Barilla factory. This is a great example where we deployed 33 palletizing system, introducing an innovative solution that doesn't require any wooden pallet. Thanks to our LGVs, loads units are transferred directly to the logistic area, where the wooden pallet is added later. This eliminates any contamination risk in the production area, making an ideal solution not just for the food sector, but also for many other sectors as well. Let's take a closer look at how the palletizer ensures speed on production line. Each palletizing island communicates with our LGVs, enabling fully automated and integrated end-of-line management. And now let's move to the stretch wrapping system and labeling area. Our stretch wrapping system can reduce plastic film using up to 25%, cutting waste while actually improving performance and packaging quality.
That's great. So now let's enter into an additional step, an additional area, storage solution. So our factory is now taking its shape. So let's keep going and dive into storage solutions, whether it's an automated warehouse with LGVs or an IBA solution. So Marisa, the word back to you again.
Giuseppe, at this stage of the visit, I'm still highlighting some feature of the Barilla factory. We are here in the drive-in warehouse where we are operating with 107 LGVs that we deployed in 3 different projects. And we manage here 140,000 pallet positions between this drive-in racks configuration and also the crane warehouses. This solution allowed the customer to make the most of the available space, boosting both capacity and saturation. And here you can see our LGV in action, automatically handling the movement of goods in and out from the finished good warehouse. Now, Giuseppe, let's take a closer look to another kind of warehouse where we operate with the trilateral LGVs, a specific LGVs designed to operate in very narrow aisle. Let's have a look at the video clip.
Yes, as you see in the video, this vehicle operates in very narrow aisle. We can go with loads of 1 ton up to 16, 17 meters. And so our efforts over time have been to optimize warehouses. So what customer is looking for is for more density, less lost spaces, higher elevations. So our DNA at Electric80 was to develop vehicles capable to go higher and higher in tiny environments with a type of racks which is very selective. So typically this warehouse is used not only for finished good when you need selectivity, but also for raw material. So it's a very reliable vehicle with the ability also to turn automatically the forks in order to go left and right according to the peak the WMS will dictate. But what happens, Marisa, if a customer has no enough horizontal surface? So how do you densify the warehouse? What can you propose?
Yes, Giuseppe, for those customers who can benefit from horizontal storage, we can also offer a vertical storage solution that integrates seamlessly with our LGV fleet. What we can see here behind me, it's an high-density warehouse with stacker cranes. One of the key advantages is that the stacker crane is dynamically and independently connected and served with our LGVs. This minimizing bottleneck and waiting time at the inbound and outbound bay. We can provide solution up to 40 meters height with a single or double pallet stacker crane capable of storing variable depth. And to maximize the storage density for high volume product, we can also offer another kind of warehouse solution that is called Smart Store. This second type of solution is particularly sweet for the beverage industry, for example, which often deals with long production batch and where the high selectivity isn't required.
That's right, that's right. But now I start to feel cold. I don't know what happens. Do you have the same feeling, Marisa?
Yeah, I'm the same feeling because you are now taking me straight into the freezer now. But this is where definitely automation truly shines. In the cold chain, managing temperature is absolutely critical to ensure that temperature-sensitive products stay in perfect condition. Automation here in these environments play a vital role, enabling continuous operation even at this extremely low temperature, such as minus 26 degrees, ensuring both safety and also reliability of the operation. We equipped our automation with specific technologies and devices to operate at this temperature, and reducing in this way the exposure of workers to these hard conditions and improving the overall system performance.
Exactly, Marisa. And let's say, speaking about operation in extreme conditions, let's take a look how this Spanish customer, Virto Group, handle his storage with only 3 LGVs in a racks which was already there, operated manually by forklift, which has been then transformed into an automatic storage. So in this case, LGVs are taking care of pallets from the inbound. They are then putting them away into racks, and then from ERP we receive orders, and then pallets are automatically retrieved out from the racks, and then preparing the pre-staging area where trucks will be or containers will be loaded. So this warehouse runs at minus 26. So every movement is perfectly coordinated by our Smile E80 software platform, Smart Integrated Logistics E80, which basically synchronize and make the LGV run in a very effective way without bottlenecks, with a very smooth, let's say, flow out from the factory. We are quite close to the end of the journey, but before the final leg, let's have a look to how orders are prepared. So, Marisa, can you explain what happens in the picking area?
Sure, Giuseppe, we are close to the end, but we are across to one of the most critical processes of a distribution center, that is the order picking preparation. This process often faces challenges, such as, for example, long retrieval times, human errors, poor item placement, and also delays that can impact on the service quality. So, I'm back to South America to show an example of a layer picking solution. Look behind me. This system allows the preparation of a multi-reference pallet starting from a single pallet reference that is being depalletized to then create the picking pallets. And all the material handling is managed by a specific kind of AGV that we call ANT, that is this small kind of LGV. Also, the gripper is developed by E80 and is a special gripper that is able to manage different variety of format, including boxes, including, for example, crate, but also bags and bundles.
Of course, we have...
Of course.
Yes, go ahead, Marisa, sorry.
We can also offer a capable solution of creating pallet by case, so not only layer picking but also case picking, thanks to a system that, Giuseppe, you will be in charge of explain to our customer after the conference.
Sure, but definitely we are able to split incoming pallets into single boxes and then repalletize those single boxes automatically according to the picking orders. And then when the pallet is done, the LGV will move it to the storage area or directly to the shipping area. So we are, let's say, almost to the end, close to the end. Let's go now to the shipping area. We have gained extensive experience with automatic truck loading. We started in the United States, where we automated more than 100 facilities with truck loading using LGVs. Niagara Water is one of these companies where we have successfully implemented the system. Truck loading, automatic truck loading means, let's say, efficiency means less personnel, smooth flow rates, and less downtime, but also full traceability and no errors. So when we prepare the loads using LGVs, all the traceability coming from the warehouse up to the end of the shipping area will be empowered by using vehicles. We are now also ready to implement these systems in Italy. The first one with truck loading will be Barilla. So at the end of this year, we will see also vehicles loading European trucks. You know that in US trucks are much more standard. In the case of European customers, the trucks are always with different dimensions. So we are now ready with our technology to also load European trucks, and we will have soon a solution up and running in Barilla. So, Marisa, but can you complement what I said regarding this specific feature?
Yes, Giuseppe, to do that, I'm back home. I am in one of our production units in Viano, where our company is based. As you can see behind me, we are testing our new automated truck loading and unloading system, moving products from this gravity racks warehouse to the dock with a dedicated LGV. We will always have this technology available at our facility, so we can conduct a test with our customer and their goods. As you said, Giuseppe, we will continue to develop this solution, updating the solution in the coming years, improving speed, improving the flexibility of the solution, and also the safety.
Great, Marisa. So as you have seen, our portfolio can enable customers to meet a wide range of intralogistic solution, or either in a factory where you produce or distribution center where you distribute your products, enabling our customers to face the challenges of the global market. But to truly, let's say, complete the plant of the future, Marisa, I think that there is one very important piece missing. Would you agree with that, Marisa?
Absolutely, Giuseppe. The priority number one is always safety. So to truly complete the plant of the future, efficiency alone is not enough. Safety is the key. That's why we invest continuously in R&D. The safety is a culture for us and is the foundation and core pillar throughout every E80 project, from the consulting phase to the final testing, and in continuous support throughout the system lifecycle. But let me explain how this commitment concretely reflects in our system. Our AGV always have been equipped with advanced systems that comply with regulation, and this is the starting point. But to enhance safety further, we patented Smart Act. This new system turns every AGV into a radio station using the ultra-wideband technology to detect workers, for example, in the surrounding area. To do this, every AGV is equipped with sensors that communicate with tags worn by workers, and they can do that reaching the operator up to 15 meters away. As you can see, here's the tag, and this tag is worn by the workers. It's able to communicate with the AGV, providing feedback through vibration, flashing, and sound, enhancing safety but also reducing risk associated to potentially dangerous situations arising from unexpected behavior.
That's right, Marisa. As you can see, the system is very smart. It tracks not only, let's say, the position, but also the trajectory. If the trajectory of the LGV is colliding with the trajectory of the operator, the LGV will slow down. If then the trajectories are not colliding, the LGV will continue its path without any disturbance to the flow and to the efficiency of the factory. So time is up. I think that we have to conclude. So I want to let Marisa say a goodbye.
Yes, thank you. Finally, we end our presentation. You have me travel a lot today, but that's all from my side. Before, Giuseppe, I let you go, I just want to reveal the behind the scene of this journey. As you know, COVID forces us to, for quite a long time, to rethink the way we connect with our customer. And the challenge turned into an opportunity to develop and use new technology in our sectors. By using these green studios, we can immerse you in more than 1,000 factories around the world where we deployed our automation. And we can use this technology for marketing purpose, for solution understanding, and also for training purpose. So Beppe, again, thank you. I want to thank you, to your audience, but let you also personally thank the entire production team right in front of me, but behind the cameras, who brought me in this journey to life. I hope you enjoyed and you, have the opportunity to go through this innovative solution. Until next time, take care.
Thank you, Marisa.
Ciao, ciao.
Fly home. Fly
Ciao,
safely
Giuseppe.
home.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
So, presentation is over. I want just to give the appointment for tomorrow. We will visit an amazing facility. It's one of the biggest and most important dairy with, let's say, an incredible automation. We have several LGVs, high-bay solutions. So tomorrow, the appointment in Fabbrica Latte Brașov, where you will see this in real life.
Thank you, Giuseppe. Thank you, Marisa. Quite an impressive presentation. Once again, please. Thank you. Do we have 5 minutes time for questions? Do we have?
Yes, we have 5 minutes.
The way you look at me. Yeah. Okay. 5 minutes questions. Does somebody have questions?
I don't have the
So clear.
answers.
You don't have it? Okay, then we don't have questions. Then we
We
give...
will connect again with Marisa.
No,
Or she
you
left.
can. No, she left.
She left?
She has a flight to catch, so
Okay.
she went home. Yes.
She can use the green room to fly. Adriana, what a surprise.
I think the only question that Adriana will try is how
Only
the
one.
drivers
Give
will
me
fight
some
with the
example of
loading.
timelines for implementation for some of your example.
Yes, depending from the size, depending from how many equipment, how many warehouse position, and depending if we also do simulation, so the timing can be very different. But just to give you a range of implementation, from order to delivery, if it is a big warehouse with 20 vehicles, it's going to take 12 months from PO to delivery, and then the installation commissioning also depends from about whether the facility is up and running, because we will never stop the operation. So we have to, as it was the case of Olympus, we implemented the first system in 2015 with only 3,000 pallet position. Then 2024, we implemented 30,000 pallet position. So the timing can be larger because you have to not stop the most important value in the company, which is the production. So if you do not want to affect productivity, you have to plan in a very good way all the phases all together.
Giuseppe, if you are about to think of an implementation in general of a system like that, besides the duration itself, at the very beginning of the project, what do you think is the most important stage of the product at the very beginning?
No, so here the core of this solution, for example, Olympus, was the simulation which gave us the opportunity to deeply study the system before the order was placed. The conventional way is, I place the order, then I start to pray, because you have to basically do
The same, we are doing the same. Yes.
You have to
Each
do the
time-
commissioning,
each time you are-
and you have to prove, so you start to modify, etc. But if you study the system in advance, you will do the engineering before the order. When the simulation has proved that your system reached the KPI, okay, then the implementation will be less time consuming than the conventional approach. So it depends on how much you do the engineering before. So you have to prepare, because there is also a change of culture. So customers like Olympus, which are very visionary, they prepare much in advance. They do not leave the solution to the last minute. So the preparation is vital for this kind of application. And also the culture and the mindset approach from customers needs to be different from any other type of installation.
You say that you are praying. In Romania, we do it a bit differently. So first of all, we look for the cheapest provider, if something like appears that we need. Then we implement, and then we pray that it works. We have the famous saying, if God helps, it will work.
Yes.
Thank you very much once again.
You're welcome.
There's another question.
I was curious if your solution applies for a multi-user warehouse, and if you have developed any piece-level picking solution.
Multi-customer.
Multi-customer.
Multi-customer
Yeah.
platform.
Yes, we have example. I will show you a couple of videos later. It's a video in US with PepsiCo, where they merged together different businesses under the same building with the same WMS done by us. So I will show you in the coffee table the video so that you can see how the system flexibly adapt to also this kind of business. So I will show you some real example.
Dacă nu mai sunt întrebări, there's another one. Please.
Thank you. So you said that you are starting the tests in Barilla regarding automatic truck loading.
We got the order, and we are now
Okay.
preparing for the next step, because Barilla, it's 107 LGVs, 140,000 pallet position, fully automated. The last mile, which is truck loading, is not done yet. So now we are heading to install and commission truck loading using LGV system.
Okay, you are talking about lorry shape in Europe, not like US. But what about lorry quality? You know that when you are loading the lorries, you have the floor with different...
Sure. Also Barilla has this issue, but the vehicle we propose is with 4 wheels.
Okay.
All the wheels are with rubber, like the car. So we will minimize the pressure on the floor of the truck up to 60 kilo per square centimeter. So, and the strategy is to load the truck from the center so that we lay on the infrastructure of the truck. So I can assure you that we will not damage the truck.
Okay, thank you. And the second question, what will be the time for loading or unloading a full truck?
Depending from the type of pallets you have, if you have or not, for example, overhang. But we can say that also timing is also different if we load, like in US, 2 pallets at a time or 1 pallet at a time. In the case of 2 pallets at a time, it is ranging from 35 to 40 minutes. In the case of 1 pallet at a time, we are, let's say, in between 50 and 60 minutes. But what you get is, let's say, more traceability, smooth transition from warehouse to truck, no dependency from people, and a load which is without errors.
Okay, good. And how will you be able to convince a customer to take your solution for automatic loading trucks when current loading time is between 8 and 12 minutes?
No, of course, there are situations where the truck loading is, for example, the truck loading by side. We also have this possibility. And the strategy we have to load truck much more quick than, let's say, or comparable with the operator is to either load more pallets at the same time. So the operator in the real life, when it is side loading, it takes 2 pallets at a time or 4. But we can also approach the same truck with more LGVs. So we can load in one side 4 pallets at a time, on the other side with another LGV, other 4 pallets at a time. In that way, we will significantly reduce the truck loading operation. So technology now is ready for this kind of applications.